Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Do you know someone who is a young writer? Maybe you have a child or a sibling who wants to grow up to be a published author. Maybe you're a teacher with a student who loves to write. Or maybe you're a young writer yourself. I'm a 19-year-old homeschool graduate and I just recently published my first book, The Price of Blood. Today, I'm going to share some of the things that helped me as a young writer. And hopefully you can use these things to help the young writers in your life. Number 1, cultivate a love for reading. When I first learned to read, I would devour books. There were times when I would even read multiple novels a day. While my parents may have been concerned for my social life, they always encouraged my love for books. They made sure we had bookshelves full of books to read and we made frequent trips to the library. My mom would even let me get ahead in reading in school. In addition, my parents would often read aloud to us during school or before bed. Having access to books only deepened my love for them and it helped to grow my mind. To this day, a lot of the knowledge I have comes from books I read. Not only that, but my parents always taught us to not just read for entertainment, but to read critically. This helped me to understand what I was reading about and to know what I believed about it. I'll probably talk more about reading critically in another video, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. If you are a parent or a teacher, give your kid access to books. While there's a lot to be careful of nowadays, there are still a lot of good, clean books out there. Teach your kids how to choose what they read and how to read critically. Have discussions about the books and ask them questions. This will encourage them to not just take things in, but to think about things critically. If your child knows what makes a book good, they will be well on their way to writing a good book themselves. Number 2, provide them with resources. Believe it or not, I didn't actually like my writing classes in school. To me, they were boring and useless. Why would I need to know how to write an essay or structure a sentence? But now I'm glad that my mom made me take these classes and stick with them because they taught me many useful skills that I still use. Not only did my classes in school help me, but my mom also provided me with extra resources on writing because she knew I wanted to be a writer. I read books and blog posts on writing that helped me to gain knowledge that I could put into practice. So give your kids access to resources. Find some good books on writing or even just provide them with a thesaurus. Let them read blog posts or watch a YouTube video like this one so that they can learn more about writing. If your child wants to learn beyond the classroom, don't just encourage them, assist them by providing them with the resources they need to grow. Number 3, help them brainstorm. One of the ways that many writers process their ideas is by talking to other people. As a kid, I was always telling my younger siblings stories that helped to shape the books I wrote. My parents and siblings would often listen to me talk about my story ideas, and they would even jump in with ideas of their own. Sometimes my siblings and I would collaborate on an idea. Kids want the approval of those closest to them. So if you talk with them about their ideas and get excited about it, it will have a huge boost in motivation. Not only that, but kids are smarter than you think. Don't talk down to them like they don't know what they're talking about. If you truly listen to them and gently guide them in the right direction, you might be surprised at what they can do. So get your kids talking about their ideas. Maybe even throw in some ideas of your own. You should always be honest with them about how good or bad an idea sounds, but treat them like they're human. Give them feedback and show them options that they may not have thought of before. And remember, they're still kids. They might be good at writing, but they're not going to be perfect at it. Let's be honest, none of us are. Number 4, push them to do better. This is something that my parents and other people in my life did that helped me grow. Sometimes we can be blinded by our own ignorance or excitement. We might think that our story is ready to be published when really it's barely readable. The best motivation is a goal to achieve. So give your kids goals. Challenge them to finish the story they started writing. Ask them if they can think of a better way to phrase that sentence. Give them an assignment to write about something they haven't researched yet. I remember feeling annoyed when someone would challenge me to do better in my writing. But when I would apply myself and improve, I realized that I hadn't arrived yet, and it gave me a mission to accomplish. The point isn't to lie to your kids that they're the greatest writers ever. The point is to show them the potential that they have to be a great writer. Number 5, encourage them. My parents always made sure to encourage me in my writing pursuits. Even though my early stories were far from amazing, they cheered me on so that I could improve. It's important to not only point out the weak points in your child's writing, but also to encourage the strengths. No matter where your child is in their writing journey, there will always be something to encourage. They might be extremely creative and come up with unique ideas. They might write realistic dialogue or vivid description or dynamic characters. Encourage the strengths in your child's writing so that they will be inspired to keep going. If you show your support to them, they will have the confidence to pursue their dreams. So if you have a child that loves to write, get involved. Give them the tools they need to grow their skills and the encouragement they need to keep at it. And even if your child never becomes great at writing, they will have learned many lessons of creativity, critical thinking, and perseverance along the way. away. Not only that, but you will have cultivated in them a love for learning, words, and stories. And these are things that they will carry with them for the rest of their lives. Thank you guys for watching this video, and go check out my book, The Price of Blood, on Amazon or through the link in the description below. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!